The next Messi at Old Trafford? 14-year-old Gabriel gets first-team call-up. Welcome back to Unite United News, where we bring you the stories that matter most to Manchester United fans around the world. Today we have something truly special to share with you. A story that could be the beginning of something magical at Old Trafford. What if we told you that Manchester United might have found their next superstar? What if we told you this player is only 14 years old and is already training with the first team? What if we told you that people are comparing him to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? Would you believe us? Well, you should. Because the name Gabriel is about to become very familiar to United fans everywhere. Meet Gabriel, the kid they call Mini Messi. Let's start with the basics. Joseph Jr. Gabriel, JJ for short, is a 14-year-old forward who was born in London in 2010. Yes, you read that right, 2010. This kid wasn't even born when United won their last Premier League title. But don't let his age fool you. At 14, he's already made his debut for the U18s and been promoted by Ruben Amorim to train with the first-team squad as United accelerate his pathway to the top. That's almost unheard of in modern football. The nickname Kid Messi isn't just media hype either. The London-born forward earned the nickname through his performances on the pitch, and when you see him play, you understand why people are making these comparisons. But here's the most incredible part of this story. One iconic figure who has already been impressed with what Gabriel has to offer is a certain Cristiano Ronaldo. When one of the greatest players of all time notices your talent, you know you're doing something special. Amorim's bold decision. Ruben Amorim has made some surprising decisions since becoming Manchester United manager. But calling up a 14-year-old to train with the first team might be his boldest move yet. According to BBC Sport, Gabriel has been told he will train with Ruben Amorim's first-team squad at times this season. Amorim is reportedly taking a keen interest in the progress of the young forward. Why would Amorim take such a risk? Why fast-track a player who's still in his early teens? The answer is simple: talent this special doesn't come around often. Ruben Amorim met 14-year-old Manchester United Academy wonderkid Gabriel and is set to call him up to first-team training. That meeting clearly convinced the Portuguese manager that Gabriel deserves a chance to train with the senior players. Think about what this means. Gabriel will be training alongside players like Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and other established internationals. 14 years old. That's the kind of opportunity most players can only dream about. Breaking all the records. Gabriel isn't just any academy prospect. He's already breaking records and setting new standards for what young players can achieve. Born in 2010, Gabriel is already playing above his age group, which shows just how advanced his development is compared to other players his age. Manchester United's 14-year-old wonderkid Gabriel is being tipped to debut next season and become the club's youngest ever player. If that happens, Gabriel would rewrite United's history books. Currently, the youngest player ever to represent Manchester United in a competitive match was Duncan Edwards, who made his debut at 16 years and 185 days old in 1953. If Gabriel makes his debut next season, he could smash that record by 2 years or more. That's not just impressive, that's historic. What makes Gabriel so special? You might be wondering what exactly makes this 14-year-old so special that he's training with the first team. What does he have that other academy players don't? First, there's his technical ability. Reports describe Gabriel as having exceptional ball control and vision that's far beyond his years. He can see passes that other players miss and execute them with precision. Second, there's his mentality. Playing up age groups requires mental strength as much as technical ability. Gabriel has shown he can handle the pressure of playing against bigger, stronger, more experienced players. Third, there's his finishing ability. As a forward, Gabriel knows where the goal is and how to find it. His goal-scoring record at youth level has been impressive across all age groups he's played in. But perhaps most importantly, there's his work ethic. Earlier this week, 14-year-old Gabriel committed his future to Manchester United after attracting interest from around Europe. That shows loyalty and dedication to the club that spotted his talent early. The European interest. Speaking of that European interest, it's worth noting that Gabriel had options. At 14 years old, he was already attracting attention from top clubs across Europe. Gabriel posted a message on social media after making his decision, and fans can now enjoy watching the exciting teenager's progression at Carrington. Choosing to stay at United despite interest from elsewhere shows his commitment to the club and belief in their development program. This kind of loyalty is rare in modern football, especially from such a young age. It suggests that Gabriel and his family believe United is the best place for his development. What this means for United's academy. The promotion of Gabriel to first-team training sends a clear message about Manchester United's academy and their approach to youth development. Manchester United's academy has always come up clutch with regards to producing top talents for the first team. Ruben Amorim has already reaped the benefits of United's production line last season. By fast-tracking Gabriel, United are showing that age is just a number when it comes to talent. If you're good enough, you'll get opportunities regardless of how young you are. This approach could attract more young talent to United's academy. Parents and agents around the world will take notice that United are willing to give genuine opportunities to their best prospects. The Ronaldo connection. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Gabriel story is the connection to Cristiano Ronaldo. One iconic figure who has already been impressed with what Gabriel has to offer is a certain Cristiano Ronaldo. While the details of this connection aren't fully clear, the fact that Ronaldo has taken notice of Gabriel speaks volumes. Ronaldo doesn't just praise any young player, he recognizes exceptional talent when he sees it. Could this lead to mentorship opportunities? Could Ronaldo provide guidance to help Gabriel develop his game? It's an exciting possibility that could accelerate Gabriel's development even further. The pressure and expectations. Of course, with all this attention comes pressure. Being labeled as the next big thing at 14 years old isn't easy to handle. Gabriel will need to cope with media attention, fan expectations, and the pressure of training with senior players. Not every young player can handle this kind of spotlight, but United's academy has experience in managing young talent. They understand the importance of protecting players while still giving them opportunities to develop. The key will be managing Gabriel's progression carefully. Too much too soon could be harmful, but not enough opportunity could stunt his development. Comparing to past wonder kids, Manchester United have a proud history of developing young talent. From the Busby Babes to the class of '92, the club has consistently produced world-class players from their academy. Gabriel is already being compared to some of these legends, but it's important to remember that he's still only 14. Players like Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, and others had to wait until they were older before getting first-team opportunities. The fact that Gabriel is getting these chances so young suggests that United's coaching staff believe he's even more special than those previous academy graduates. The technical details. Gabriel posted a message on social media after making his decision, and fans can now enjoy watching the exciting teenager's progression at Carrington. He's even been spotted in United training kit with his own squad number, showing how serious the club is about his development. This level of integration with the first team is unprecedented for a player his age. Usually, academy players have to work their way up through the youth teams before even being considered for first-team training. Gabriel's pathway is completely different. He's gone straight from youth football to training with senior internationals. What position does he play? Gabriel is primarily a forward, which makes sense given the comparisons to players like Messi. Modern forwards need to be versatile, and Gabriel appears to have the technical skills to play anywhere across the front line. His ability to play above his age group suggests he has the physical attributes to compete with older players, despite being just 14 years old. Having a player who can operate in multiple attacking positions gives Amorim flexibility in how he uses Gabriel in training and potentially in matches. The development plan. United clearly have a specific plan for Gabriel's development. Gabriel has been told he will train with Ruben Amorim's first-team squad at times this season, which suggests a carefully managed approach. He won't be training with the first team every day. That would be too much for a 14-year-old. Instead, he'll split his time between youth team football and first-team training sessions. This hybrid approach allows Gabriel to continue developing with players his own age, while also getting exposure to the highest level of training at the club. Fan reactions. United fans are understandably excited about Gabriel's promotion. Social media has been buzzing with discussions about the young forward and what he might achieve. Some fans are urging caution, remembering previous wonder kids who didn't fulfill their potential. Others are already dreaming about Gabriel becoming the next academy graduate to make it at Old Trafford. The truth is probably somewhere in between. Gabriel clearly has exceptional talent, but he's still very young and has a long way to go before he's ready for regular first-team football. International prospects. One interesting aspect of Gabriel's development will be his international future. Born in London, he's eligible to play for England, but like many young players today, he'll have options depending on his family background. If Gabriel continues to develop at this rate, he could be in contention for England youth teams very soon. Success at international youth level would be another indicator of his potential. The business side. From a business perspective, developing players like Gabriel makes perfect sense for Manchester United. Academy graduates represent pure profit if they're sold, and massive value if they become first-team regulars. Players like Marcus Rashford and Mason Mount came through United's system and are now worth tens of millions of pounds. If Gabriel follows a similar path, he could be incredibly valuable to the club. But more than the financial benefits, academy graduates bring something special to any club, a connection to the fans and an understanding of what it means to play for United. Comparisons to other young stars. Gabriel isn't the only young player making waves in football right now. Barcelona have Lamine Yamal, who made his debut at 15. Real Madrid have Endrick, who moved to Europe as a teenager. These examples show that the best clubs are willing to give opportunities to exceptional young talent, regardless of age. Gabriel is part of this new generation of players who are breaking traditional age barriers. The key difference is that Gabriel is doing this at Manchester United, a club with one of the best youth development systems in world football. What happens next? So what can we expect from JJ Gabriel in the coming months and years? The short answer is that nobody really knows. That's what makes this story so exciting. Manchester United's 14-year-old wonder kid JJ Gabriel is being tipped to debut next season and become the club's youngest ever player. If that happens, it would be one of the most remarkable stories in recent United history. But even if Gabriel doesn't make his debut next season, the fact that he's training with the first team at 14 suggests he's on an accelerated path to senior football. The bigger picture. Gabriel's promotion is about more than just one player. It represents United's commitment to their academy and their belief in giving young players opportunities. In an era where clubs often spend hundreds of millions on transfers, United are showing that sometimes the best talent is already in your own backyard. This approach has served United well throughout their history, and Gabriel could be the next chapter in that story. Managing expectations. It's important to remember that Gabriel is still just 14 years old. No matter how talented he is, he still has a lot of developing to do both as a player and as a person. United's coaching staff will be working hard to protect Gabriel from too much pressure, while still giving him the opportunities he needs to develop. The key is finding the right balance between pushing Gabriel to reach his potential and allowing him to enjoy his football without too much expectation. The role of social media. In today's world, young players face pressures that previous generations never had to deal with. Social media means that every move is scrutinized and every performance is analyzed. Gabriel will need to learn how to handle this attention, and United will need to support him in managing his public profile. The club has experience in this area, having helped other young players navigate the challenges of social media and public attention. Training with the stars. Imagine being 14 years old and walking into a training session with some of the best players in the world. That's the reality for Gabriel as he starts training with United's first team. He'll be learning from experienced internationals, working with world-class coaches, and experiencing the intensity of top-level training. This exposure could accelerate his development in ways that normal academy training never could. Training with better players makes you a better player. The long-term vision. United's decision to promote Gabriel isn't just about the immediate future. It's about the long-term vision for the club. If Gabriel develops as expected, he could be a key player for United for the next decade or more. That's the kind of investment that can transform a football club. But even if Gabriel doesn't reach those heights, The experience of working with such a talented young player will benefit United's coaching staff and other academy prospects. Conclusion. The JJ Gabriel story is just beginning, but it's already one of the most exciting developments at Manchester United in recent years. Manchester United have reportedly taken the rare step of fast-tracking 14-year-old JJ Gabriel into first-team training, showcasing their belief in one of the most exciting prospects to emerge from Carrington in recent years. Whether Gabriel becomes the next United superstar remains to be seen. What we do know is that he has exceptional talent, the backing of the club, and the opportunity to learn from some of the best players and coaches in world football. For United fans, Gabriel represents hope. Hope that the club's academy can continue to produce world-class talent. Hope that the next generation of United stars is already at Carrington. Hope that the future is bright at Old Trafford. Keep following United News for all the latest updates on JJ Gabriel's incredible journey. We'll be tracking his progress every step of the way, from first-team training to hopefully his senior debut and beyond. The story of JJ Gabriel is still being written, but the first chapter has already exceeded all expectations. Who knows what the next chapter will bring? This is exactly why we love football. You never know when the next superstar will emerge. And at Manchester United, it looks like that superstar might be just 14 years old. Stay tuned to United News for more incredible stories like this one. Because at United, the future is always brighter than you think.